This is going to be in response to a question we get all the time. And the question pretty much is how do you have continuity through the broad information? It looks like we only get continuity at the top of the try or only get continuity down at the bottom of the try. And my first answer is you need to look at the bigger time frames, for one. The second answer is you don't have to have continuity, full time frame continuity, in order to have a period of control. And if that sounds foreign, let me explain. So price will always have some type of period of control, be it just the day and 60 time frames have a period of control to the upside today and this 60 minute, or be it a full time frame continuity period of control where the day, the week, the month, and the 60 all agree on each other. So at exhaustion risk, when you're going at the bottom of the try or the top of the try, you will not always have full time frame continuity if things reverse. But what we can do is we can use signals to negate continuity and create full time frame continuity. So a good example of that is this. So in the Utes, and this is something we literally pointed out all during this week, dailies to negate continuity and create this. So you can go and check back on, I believe it was the 417 nightly vid. Yeah, 417 nightly video. Go check back and see what we're talking about on the utilities here and what we thought was going to happen. And it's happening. Now, when this 2-2 day occurs, and we're going to blow it up. When this 2-2 day occurs, do we have full time frame continuity at that point? And we could just load the study and ask, like, do we? We do not. We only have the day, and we subsequently then have the 60. So do we have a period of control there? We do. The day plus all the intraday time frames, period of control. The other thing that happens is whoever was selling here, the day, the week, month guys, whoever was selling, once this is a 2-2 day up, we have no evidence of those guys who were previous selling because continuity is no longer down, right? Immediate control is to the daily guys because they're today, they're right now. And since that's the case, we then ask ourselves, if this doesn't reverse, where's the magnitude? Where's it going? And what happens? What do we create, negate, or do if that magnitude's hit? So what we would then see is the magnitude of the 2-2 reversal day is 64.91. So what would that create, negate, or do? Well, if we go to the weekly open is 64.64. So should this 2-2 not reverse, the magnitude of that would negate the week, creating a weekly and daily plus the 60 period of control, where you have 3 of the 4 major timeframes agreeing on direction from the bottom of the try. So we can use this to create that period of control and set up new signals. So once this week occurs, the other part of it, it's like create. What do we create? If this daily works, this creates a hammer week for a 2-2 reversal next week. And then if that works, what does that create, negate, or do? Well, 66.08 is the 2-2 reversal week magnitude. And if that works, we negate the month, creating a period of full time frame continuity. So when that happens, we're like, yeah, perfect. Now we have full time frame continuity. And are we at the bottom of the try? No, the bottom of the try is way down here on the month. But if you go and take a look, go on the quarter. You're coming right off the bottom of this quarterly try. Inside quarter up, pivot machine gun. So when that occurs, do you catch the exact low? You do not, but that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in, like, get me in here and then let's see how far they can go. And obviously that answer is coming. So what we can see then is it's not always going to be the exact low of the try, but as far as we know here, the quarter continuity change here. If you're trying to get the continuity and flip it, right there, 58.59. So is it the perfect bottom at 54.77? It was not. But what I can tell you is there's weeklies in there and dailies in there to negate that and create that period of control. So another example then is having full time frame continuity on the bottom of the try. If we go to Foot Locker, notice the month here, 2 down in green right there, 2081. That is only 40 cents off the bottom of the range. And that's the bottom of your monthly try. And if we go to the weekly here, you'll see this a little better. So here's your big weekly. Now, what we're looking for is new signals to reclaim and put you back through that range with that green month. So the 2-2 hammer week here at 22.15, what would that create, negate, or do? It's like, well, we already have a period of control, so we don't have to negate anything. It's just going to create bars to the upside. It's going to create a 2 that goes higher, right? And if we go to the daily, what's set up that week? Notice the 2-2 day with the day and month period of control. So if you're nailing the bottom of the try, it'd be here. But right here, that's perfectly fine too, 22.15. Because we know if this works, 22.15, we're looking for 29 and then maybe even 35 back through the previous broadening formation. So we don't need the exact low, but we're hunting this out. We want to see like where is this continuity back through previous range. And if we go to something like Goldman Sachs, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, well, the bottom of the try is down in here on the daily. Continuity only goes full time from continuity up at these highs. And that you're correct in saying that, right? Because the day, the week, the month only went green up in here. So when that occurs, is this a trade where you just can't touch it? No. You want to look for a triangle out and get in because you still have that period of continuity. So right here, the 122 Rev Strat day above 423.61. And what does that do? It confirms the inside week and up that was already occurring. And then what it sets up is the hammer month for next month. So using that to create the monthly signal and then let them new month open and see what do. They go 3, 2 to the upside, 2 to the upside, 2 to the upside, 2 going 3 yesterday, and then 3-2 expansion today. So you can see even when you get that continuity at the top of the try, as long as that's still good and that continuity is the same, you can also play that expansion of the range as well. But you need to understand, you need these signals enforced in the higher time frames, and you don't want this stuff reversing on you because you're going into recent highs. So hopefully that answers your question. You can either, 1, negate continuity to create a period of control to create full time frame continuity, or 2, hunt out full time frame continuity from the top or bottom of the range, looking to come back through a bigger range, such as the utilities trade example, where the quarterly setup, that was with full time frame continuity if you weren't going to trade the conflicted stuff. And then you can also just confirm the continuity you know to be true, and if it's going to change, you'll see that change occurring on the smaller time frames, the day, the week, the 60, that period of control negating what you know to be true. So that's going to be about it. Hopefully that answers some questions. If you have any other things you would like clarified, let me know in the comments below, and I will get to those as soon as I can.